Morning, Gracie.
Morning, Tom.
Boy, where can I put this?
What is it?
It's the computer. You know, the computer that Jasper got from Billy Jumping Bull.
Oh, that. Is it working?
Yeah, here. I'll just plug it in. And then you flip this switch, and ta-da!
That's it?
No, here. Do you know what this is?
Is this one of those urban Indian things?
It's a disc.
You're starting to make me cranky.
It goes into the computer like this, and then you push this key.
I can get cartoons on a television if I wanted to see cartoons.
It's not television.
And my screen at home is a lot bigger.
It's a computer game.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Jasper.
Hey, you got the computer running.
I've been on the phone with my son, and he helped me get everything set up.
But all it does is show cartoons.
Tom, I can see cartoons on television.
No, it's a computer game. Here, watch. You move your hero like this.
Walks a little funny.
You control his weapons with this key.
Weapons? This one of those American games?
Holy, that's one big gun, Gracie.
And when the bad guys jump out at you blast them. Right back to hell.
Wow, Gracie, did you see that?
I'm going to get some coffee.
Look out, Tom.
I got him.
Behind you.
Hey, sucker. I'm out of bullets.
Whoa, Tom. The big worm with the fangs really flattened you.
Are you two done?
You should have seen it, Gracie. Tom was killing everything in sight when this giant worm came out of the ground and tore him apart.
So what are we going to do with it?
Well, what do you mean?
The game looks pretty dull. What else does a computer do?
Well, everything. You can write letters.
What's wrong with a pen?
You can email people.
I'd rather hear their voice on a phone.
It could do all the accounting for the cafe.
Oh, I get it. What a computer does essentially is provide you with answers. Right, Tom?
Well, essentially.
That's pretty useless. Figuring out the questions is the hard part.
Well, we could look at the Dead Dog Cafe website.
That's useful. How do we do that?
Well, you do this, and then this, I think, and...
How come the screen is blue and frozen looking?
Nothing's happening, Tom.
I think the system might have crashed.
Crashed? It wasn't even moving.
Maybe it broke a leg.
It didn't break a leg.
Then we could just shoot it.
Maybe you should call your son.
Well, he probably hasn't gone to work yet.
Maybe you should try adjusting the rabbit ears.
This isn't a television.
If it was a television, it would probably still be working.
Hello?
Hi, son.
Dad, you okay?
Tell him the truth.
Yeah, I'm fine. We just have a little problem with the computer up here at the Dead Dog Cafe.
7 o'clock in the morning, Dad.
You still in bed?
Is it plugged in?
Yeah, it's plugged in.
Did you turn it on this time?
Yep.
Okay, press Control-Alt-Delete.
What'll that do?
It'll create a warp core breach and destroy half of Alberta.
Ask him which half.
Okay. Hang on. Oh, hey, great. Yeah, that fixed it. Hey, thanks, son.
Say hello to Gracie and Jasper for me.
So now, what do we do with it?
Maybe we should just let it sit there and get used to the place.
If it makes a mess, you get to clean it up.
In the meantime, it's time to get the show started. Hoka, take it away, Tom.
From Blossom, Alberta, it's the Dead Dog Cafe Comedy Hour with your host, Jasper Friendly Bear.
And Gracie Heavy Hand.
And Tom King.
So, Tom, who are our guests?
Bill Gates.
Who's he?
It's a joke.
Is he native?
Coffee?
Yeah, I'll have
sure.
some. Wonderful.
What about your friend?
What friend?
You don't want to be impolite.
It's a computer, Jasper, a machine. It doesn't drink coffee.
Then it couldn't hurt to ask.
Gracie, here, let me pay for the coffee.
Thanks, Tom.
Don't mention it.
Uh-oh, better drink that coffee quick. It's time for King's Traditional Aboriginal Decorating Tips with your traditional Aboriginal decorating expert, Tom King. So, Tom, what's your decorating tip for today?
Dogs.
Custom decorating.
Dogs? You're going to decorate with dogs?
Have you ever noticed that when you go to a reserve, there are always a lot of dogs?
One of the marks of a prosperous reserve.
Most of the time, they're lying around with their tongues hanging out.
I like it when they all run around together.
Nobody decorates with dogs.
Many people make the mistake and think that all these dogs are just a haphazard accident of reserve life, when, in actual fact, the conscientious placement of dogs within a community can be a unifying metaphor forming the basis of an integral set of structures that establish precepts of good taste, while at the same time fostering neighborly habits and an appreciation of natural world in which we all live.
Tell us how, Tom.
Say you lived in a well-to-do white neighborhood such as the Rosedale compound in Toronto.
Or the Westmount Garrison in Montreal.
First thing you notice in these social and economic enclaves is the dearth of dogs.
And I suppose we shouldn't jump to conclusions and blame the scarcity on the Lakota.
Not in this case.
Then, would I be correct in postulating general ignorance of the value and place of dogs in an overall decorating scheme as the main culprit?
Correct.
So, what can these poor people do?
Well, they could visit a reserve, but in lieu of personal observation, here are some helpful tips on decorating with dogs. Number 1, a family of 4 should at least have 5 dogs ranging in size, weight, and color from a large enforcer dog to something cute and or pathetic, say a Spaniel Poodle Pekingese mix with fewer than 4 legs.
So, Tom, our preference should be for mixed bloods over full bloods?
Absolutely. Full bloods tend to be conservative and high-strung and are best left in the wild.
Tell us more, Tom.
Number 2, place your dogs around your abode, preferably in pairs, using the occasional single dog for artistic emphasis or to mark some points of interest in your house or yard.
Why not just put them in the backyard or stake them out on a long rope?
Such a decision will not only be a total abdication of artistic responsibility, but would also impede the late morning and early evening dog frolic.
Dog frolic? Is this when the dogs form a rabid pack and run through the neighborhood, tearing up gardens and ripping open garbage bags, chasing cats, and doing their business on your neighbor's front lawn?
Magic moments.
While the careful placement of dogs in and around a dwelling form a classic, though static, diorama, the dog frolic is performance art at its best.
The flash and motion of color.
The shifting lines and patterns.
All juxtaposed against the savagery of the natural world and the drama of communal cooperation.
Neighbors sharing tips with neighbors on the efficiency and wisdom of plastic sacks.
Ad hoc forums on how to remove fresh and older fecal materials from lawns, while at the same time avoiding those embarrassing skid marks on the grass.
Jasper!
What about it, Tom? How many dogs do you have?
Well, I don't have any dogs.
What happened to Cuddles?
Well, I had this friend.
You mean you gave Cuddles away?
We already have 2 cats.
Tom, decorating with dogs is a great decorating tip. But if you want respect in this business, you're going to have to practice what you preach.
I suppose you gave Gabby away, too.
Well, you can't keep a goose in the house.
Hey, Tom, what's wrong with the computer?
What do you mean?
I was watching the screen, and all of a sudden, it turned into fish.
What?
It's fish, all right.
Is it another game?
Well, I don't think so.
Try pressing a couple of keys.
Well, I don't want to mess things up.
It's okay, Tom. Your son was just kidding about Alberta.
Well, maybe I better call him.
This computer's costing me money.
Hello?
Hi, son.
Dad?
At least I didn't wake you.
I was in the shower.
Oh, well, look, we're having a little problem with the computer.
Is it still plugged in?
Yeah, but we have fish on the screen.
You know, if you look at the fish long enough, it's kind of soothing.
I like the yellow one with the black stripes.
Dad?
Yes?
That's the screensaver.
Okay, what does it do?
You know, Dad, you might be better off with a pad of paper and a pencil. Look, just move the mouse.
Okay, move the mouse.
Yay! Where's the mouse? Where's the mouse?
Hey, what happened to the fish?
Mouse?
Oh, all right, that did it.
Anything else?
Nope, everything's fine.
Why doesn't that reassure me? Goodbye, Dad.
Goodbye, son.
Where did you see a mouse?
Don't worry, Gracie. It's this thing right here. They call it a mouse.
Why?
No idea.
Can you get the fish to come back? But first, it's time once again for Fireside Friendly Bear, where I sit around a blazing fire in a log cabin on a snowy evening and read a selection from a great Canadian literary work.
Cue the fire!
Hold on. I suppose you want me to open the door again.
Thanks, Tom.
Even though you know that every time I open the door, I get blown against the back wall.
What's your point?
Here, I have an idea. Here, sit on this stool and... put the computer and the monitor on your lap.
We tried this already with the cash register, and it didn't work.
Yeah, but the computer is heavier and the stool is bolted to the floor.
I can't reach the door from here.
Use your foot.
Oh, all right.
Cue the blazing fire.
So sit back and relax. Clear your mind and pretend for a moment that you're better off than you really are.
Open the door.
Recommendation 5.5.1. The Commission recommends that representatives of Aboriginal peoples be included in all planning and preparations for any future constitutional conference convened by the Government of Canada.
That chance that's going to happen.
Optimism can move mountains.
It's faith that moves mountains, Friendly Bear. Optimism just gets your hopes up.
Where's Tom?
Back wall.
Again? Is the computer okay?
Can't tell, but the fish are back.
Great. But it looks as if Tom is going to miss out on Blackout Bingo. What's the number, Gracie?
Today's number is B8.
Boy, I'll bet some of our faithful listeners are getting close to a bingo even as we speak.
When are we going to talk to Margot Kane?
That's right, Gracie. Boy, Tom almost forgot about our guest.
Margot Kane is our guest? Margot Kane, the actress and playwright?
Hello.
Hi, is this Margot Kane?
Yes, it is.
Hi, this is Jasper Friendly Bear from the Dead Dog Cafe Comedy Hour.
Oh, Jasper, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. You know, like, this is where we interview famous Indian celebrities and find out what else they do when they're not being famous. So today's your day.
Well, thanks for the call. It's nice to know that I'm famous.
Yeah,
You bet.
I like to do a lot of things. Like this morning, I'm just sitting here writing in my journal, and I like to be outdoors a lot. Where I live, it's so great that I can just walk down to the ocean and to the forest here, and I kind of like to mosey along the seawall and dream.
Oh, yeah. You know, Margot, you're a very well-known actress. I just want to ask you, what's your most memorable moment in your stage career so far?
Oh, my goodness. I don't know if I can pick one so easily.
No.
Recently, though, I went to Australia in the fall for a festival of Aboriginal performance work, and it was called the Festival of the Dreaming. And I suppose the highlight for me was that my work was part of that, and they really respected what I did, and the story that I brought was so similar to their story of their people.
So, Margot, what's your favorite food?
Goodness. Well, I like to eat.
Really?
Have you bologna?
Yes, bologna and mustard sandwiches. They're a mainstay.
You know, I always thought that actors and actresses ate like rabbits, you know, greens and carrots to stay in shape. Is that really true?
Or do you eat the rabbit?
I don't tend to eat a lot of meat right now, but every once in a while I have a good T-bone steak, you know?
Uh-huh.
Well, you and Tom got something in common. So, Margot, we're going to go right now. So, thank you for taking the time for being on our show here.
Take care.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Boy, Margot Kane was really interesting. Maybe she'll send us an autographed picture that we can put up on the wall. Are we out of time?
You've been out of time for years.
Next time, we'll have another episode of The Band Counselor.
Not the band counselor.
And our guest will be hockey coach Ted Nolan.
The band counselor is embarrassing.
As embarrassing as getting blown against the back wall every show.
In the meantime, this is Jasper Friendly Bear.
And Gracie Heavy Hand.
And Tom King saying, so long for now.
And don't forget, stay calm.
Be brave.
Wait for the signs.
I don't think the computer's doing too well.
What happened to the fish?
Maybe the computer's resting.
Give it a little kick.
You don't kick computers.
Works for my car.
Well, all you have to do is press this key right here.
Holy! Did you see that screen light up?
You should have kicked it.
Everything's under control.
What happened to the fish?
Well, the fish are fine.
Maybe the mouse got them.